took another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that die.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Is 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down and 7. From the gun, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he is all the way up past the 25. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Here we go, here we go. Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! White.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They'll pick up a 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
49's a month. 49's a month. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. From the gun, Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Right back to Juszczyk again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On the play.
A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Devin Singletary.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, he's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Bills 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This is 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 28-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
What a breakout season where he Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
More yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, alert! 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 Check 43!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The play brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, that's scared, that's scared. March 43, March 43. All you get on the head.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The kick by pass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Niners 10, Bills 6. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Allen flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the Bills have recovered. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 26, Devin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
It's now 4th down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side on the swing pass. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
No gain.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw right side, got to be taken in by Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo now on the screen. This is Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me over Tel Aviv.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen will try again on second down. Going deep for Diggs. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, Bills.
On first down, Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the ground is Singletary. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
5. And the Bills first down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bills 14.
So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Uses the spin. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To throw, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for